We are on Gottingen Street in Halifax, Nova Scotia at a very cool venue called the Company House. I say cool because they are the winners of the 2010 ECMA Venue of the Year. Behind us, a giant rooster. Just saying right now, Daniel Ledwell, who's a musician and also an artiste, has crafted that, and it is beautiful. Just one of the many great artworks on the walls here. Great artwork indeed on the stage. Case in point, playing tonight, The Once. Woo! Yeah. How are ya?
Good.
Okay, and I say multifaceted artists, I should say, because not only are they singers and musicians, they are thespians, which we'll get to in just a bit. I like saying that word, so I'm just throwing it out there. Is that all right, Phil?
Yeah, and this is known as a bit of a thespian bar anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, Phil Churchill. To his immediate right, the lovely Geraldine Hollett, and beside her, Andrew Dale. And I said to him before, and I'll say it again, the rose between two thorns. How did you hook up? Just how did you even meet this girl?
I was in college in Corner Brook, where I'm from, and I was told that I wasn't mature enough to go away to school. So I stayed there. She was mature enough to go away to school, so then she showed up there, and friends of ours made us sing at a talent night.
Is that true?
Yes. Yeah, for a fundraiser.
And what incredible harmony. I mean, how did you even know? So you mean you never knew each other before then?
No,
or you were...
never.
Wow.
Well, I suppose we might have seen each other.
You avoided Phil,
me.
didn't you?
She hated me, actually. I was dating a friend of hers, and she told her friend that I was a womanizer and to not come anywhere near me.
You said worse about me.
Well,
I can't even repeat what you said.
And look at Andrew being so silent down there. What's the word? What's the real scoop, Andrew?
I never knew them.
Okay.
I came from another part of Newfoundland entirely. I actually did music in St. John's.
Okay.
So the three of us never actually met until several years later in Trinity, where there's a theatre festival, Rising Tide Theatre.
Okay.
Do a summer theatre festival.
Right.
And three of us met there. And Donna Butt, the artistic director, likes to kind of throw people together, whether they know each other or not.
Right.
Throw them together and say, make some music.
Tonight.
We're doing a variety show in 3 hours. Go. Come up with something.
It.
So it happened to the three of us, and
how
it just clicked.
I don't know, serendipitous that it was in Trinity. The Holy Trinity? I don't know. I don't want to go all crazy on you. Did you never think about that?
Never.
It never dawned on me.
Because the
that
holy
name was
part is
Trinity.
such a disconnect. Is that it?
Yeah.
No comment.
Trinity.
No
All
comment.
right, forget it. Anyway, so the Once, I need to know because I couldn't find it anywhere. Why the Once?
Oh, you won't find it unless you have a book of
The Dictionary of Newfoundland English.
Newfoundland English, yes.
And so
That's where we're going.
explain for us.
We were sitting around one night realizing we had to have a name because writing out Phil Churchill, Geraldine Hollett, and Andrew Dale doesn't look so good on a poster, so we thought we'd have a name, and we couldn't agree on anything. So we hauled out this book and we looked at The Once, and we saw it and we're like, that looks strange. But it looks kind of cool. What does it mean? It means, okay, now the once, now in a minute. Oh, the once, the once, the once. The saying we've been using forever and ever and ever and ever.
Growing up,
and then we were like, oh, well, maybe that one. That sounds all right.
It's got a the name, you know.
great.
Good band names have the in front of them,
Yeah.
and we realized we've been using this expression our entire lives and never.
I never
We never
knew.
seen it
Never seen it
written
written
down,
down,
right? Because
right?
growing up you just say
Sure.
the once.
Yeah,
Not
and as the rest of the
Never-
country
never
assumes
recognition.
we're from Newfoundland and can't read.
Oh no! See, no, that's not right. I
Or
love.
pronounce THs. We're actually desbians.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, it's not that kind of website. Listen to me when I ask you this question because I'm a big believer in fate, and now clearly this was a fated moment when you all sang together, and then in Lunenburg. Now, here's another turning point, which you may not believe, but if you're playing the home game, this is a fact. Tell me what happened at the Lunenburg Folk Festival. Geraldine, you first.
Me. We played together. It was our first time off the island playing together.
Right.
I still don't know how that happened. You probably. Was that you?
A good friend of ours, Jeannie Hewson, back home.
Jeannie.
Kind of, you know.
Shout out to
kinda-
Jeannie. Woo.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thanks, Jeannie. She kind of put the word out to Sheila Allen at the Folk Harbor Festival in
Right.
Lunenburg and said, there's a trio here in St. John's. They're kind of a fledgling group. They don't have an album out, but they're really good,
Yes.
you know. And well, this is Jeannie talking, and you know,
She sounds a lot
I'll
like
send it that, though.
she sounds a lot like me, but it's actually her talking. You know, they're three lovely people, and
Yes.
you know they're making some nice music, and they're worth having a listen to. So we sent a demo
Yes.
that we had kind of thrown together, right around the same time that we came up with the once in the dictionary, fired it off, and she said, "Yeah, all right, I like it. You're in."
There you go.
But that's
then-
not
now,
the
Phil,
story.
you take the stage.
Right. So we've played 4 shows out of our 5, and we've had an excellent time. And we've been reamed out by all the people in the merch tent for not having a CD.
Sure, well.
So we're on stage, and Andrew says, and now we're down on the wharf in between, Blue Nose 2 and another tall ship
Right.
and stuff. It's a hot day. It's excellent. We got a full crowd.
We're
Yeah, yeah.
gushing,
And
beaming.
we're about to play our last song, and Andrew says, so hopefully we've had a great time, and everyone's like,
Yeah, yeah.
and we'd love to come back next year, and we promise you we'll have a record when we come back, and everyone cheers. And then I say, and we can make sure that's the case if anybody out there is willing to fund this record. Go ahead.
Oh,
And there's like
yes. Sure.
and everyone's like, what a dick, and then, but they're nice about it and stuff.
Right.
And then we play our last song. Everyone's like, hey, and then we get off stage, and the director of the festival comes over, and she's like, okay, don't freak out, just stay cool. But someone in the audience just cut you a check for $5,000.
See, I mean, everybody's going to be trying this now, Phil.
Mm-hmm.
She bowed,
Oh, well, who wouldn't?
then I bowed because she was bowing, and Phil went and had an ice cream
I said thank you.
because
he's the
he could
cool.
afford an ice cream then.
That's right. Oh my gosh, but that's great. And so therefore, I mean, just wow. That's amazing. And so now at the end of every show, do you solicit or?
Yeah.
You do? Because why not, right? You're there and
Yeah.
they're there and
Yeah.
clearly your fan base is building.
Well, he says, we promise next time we come back, we'll be hammered. And I say, well, you can guarantee that we'll be hammered. If anybody out there is willing to pay for us to get hammered.
It's water, just water.
Oh, there you go.
Just our CD now.
It's vodka. Okay, so here's the thing, and because we just want to bring it home to everybody that's watching, and we're gonna play some of the music. I'm gonna get you guys to sing a cappella, and
Sure.
and I really want to hear that. But quickly now, for anybody out there who wants to go to Newfoundland, let's hear the once pitch the province. Is there anything you could say in a sentence or two? And this might get you the endorsement
Well-
of the provincial commercials, hey?
Yeah.
Think about it.
Next run.
I have a tiny bit of a problem with that.
Why?
And the problem is it's such a perfect place to live
Yes.
that I don't want it to get too crowded. I don't want
Stop it,
everybody to
Phil.
find out what an incredible piece of land this thing is.
Oh.
It is just it's got
As my
every
mom calls it, God's country.
God's country.
Yeah.
It's got every aspect of every beautiful spot on the planet.
Yeah.
All just kind of crammed into this one oddly shaped little island right out in the middle of the Atlantic, and
Right.
I can't say enough good things about it.
Well, there you have it.